Are you considering buying a home in the near future and have recently applied for a mortgage? Well, if so, there are a number of critical do's and don'ts that you need to be aware of, and that's what we're going to cover today, so stick around. Hi, I'm Dave DeSilva with Long Tab Realty, brokered by eXp Realty here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Love the dump truck in the background. Hey, I've worked with several loan officers during my 20 plus years as a full-time realtor, and most of them have said the same thing about the period just before and especially after applying for a loan and actually right up until closing. What have they said? Well, they've said there are just a few do's and a lot of don'ts. Before we get into those do's and don'ts, I want to congratulate you, hopefully, for getting with a trusted lender very early in the home buying process. I say it all the time, when you get serious about buying a home, you need to get with that lender, start the application process, and get a pre-approval letter. This will make sure that you and your realtor are looking at the right homes according to your financial capabilities. Several of my most recent videos, and I know for certain that the next one will be touching on the financing side of the home buying process. If you want to be alerted to when those videos are coming out, feel free to go ahead and subscribe to my channel, or hit my playlist when we finish this video and check out some of those other ones that are already done. Now back to the do's and don'ts. Just follow these 4 simple tips to ensure a smooth buying process. After you've applied for a mortgage, don't deposit large sums of cash without talking to your lending officer first. Large deposits can be difficult to trace, and lenders may consider this a red flag. Don't make any large purchases, and don't co-sign loans for anyone else. Sounds logical. Both of these things can increase your debt-to-income ratio and really hurt. Don't switch bank accounts. Lenders need to be able to track your assets, so it's essential to keep your finances consistent. Don't apply for new credit, and don't close any accounts. Either move can impact your credit score, which can affect your mortgage rate and your loan approval. And finally, check with your lender before making any big financial decisions. Now, many of you may be thinking that some of those examples are pretty logical and obvious. However, we see very often that relatively trivial purchases, like some living room furniture or maybe kitchen appliances, a variety of other purchases made during the home buying process, can actually put a critical wrench in those spokes. So that's bad. If you're looking at refinancing your home instead of making a home purchase, some of these do's and don'ts may be just as critical to you getting a good rate or even getting the refinancing done. And are you thinking this thing never happens? Well, I have personal experience with one of my past buyer clients making a boat purchase right before we were going to closing, and it put the transaction on hold for several additional weeks. Luckily, we were able to work things out with the lender and with some family members' help and come to a solution, and my client was able to make the home purchase. However, there was a lot of worrying, a lot of sweating, a lot of general cussing and freaking out going on during that entire period. A quick note as we move along on the subject: if you like what you're hearing and have some comments to make, or you want to see more of this sort of video, please go ahead and press that like button, share this video, make your comments, and subscribe to this channel. We put out a video about every Wednesday. So again, if you're in the home buying process, lean on the pros for expert guidance along the way. Certainly use your realtor, who should be able to refer you to an experienced lender who will give you the details about the do's and don'ts to adhere to during that buying process. As I mentioned before, if you have any questions about the buying process, or if you're just visiting Charlotte and want some advice about the marketplace, things to do, people to see, places to go, feel free to contact me or comment in the comment section, and I'll certainly reply. Have a great day.